the Democratic Republic of Sports. The Sportsocracy with ESPN Asheville hosts Tank Spencer and Jeremy Green.
Welcome into the Sportsocracy. I'm Tank Spencer. Jeremy Green's alongside as always, and we are prepped and ready for the weekend that will be AFC, NFC Championship games. We've got ancillary news around the sports world as well, but obviously NFL taking center stage this week with Rodgers and Brady. You got Josh Allen against Patrick Mahomes.
Maybe.
Nah,
Might be Josh
it's not
Allen
looking
against
maybe.
Chad Henne.
It's not
Old Sling Blade himself.
It's not.
White 14, white banana on board.
There's zero chance of that happening.
Agreed.
Okay, all right. Just so we're all clear. He's still got some steps to clear in the protocol.
Yeah, bet he does.
Yeah.
Sure be cool if he does. And I'll bet he do.
Yeah.
Where'd my damn bell go?
I don't care if it's noon on Sunday. He would clear the last protocol to be able to play in this game. No way Kansas City is going into this one without Patrick Mahomes. Or do I think, if you reverse that statement as well, Patrick Mahomes will not allow his team to go out on the field in this game without him.
Nope.
They will make sure that this happens. We'll talk about the games. Also, Conor McGregor returning to the octagon.
He made weight at about 4 o'clock this morning. I really enjoy this whole we're having fights half the world away. That's pretty sweet.
All of it in the Sportsocracy, at the Sportsocracy on all the social medias. Please be sure to like it, share it, and follow it if you have not. If you already have, we thank you, and do it again. I don't know if that's how it works, but
That's not how it
just
works.
keep doing it.
Grandpa over here doesn't understand how social media works.
All right. I was telling the story before the show started today how I sent my first airing of a radio show to my grandma on a tape. That's how long I've been doing this.
I don't know how you load a tape because I've never done it.
Load a tape.
I don't know how you make it. I don't know how you make it make noise. I know what a tape looks like. You take the tape and then what do you do? Shove it up your ass? I mean, I don't know where it goes.
It goes in the thing. You're not fucking with me right
I'm
now.
not fucking with you. I have never touched a tape in my entire life.
Wow.
And I'm perfectly fine with that.
Shit, you're only 5 years older than, or younger than I am.
Younger. Always remember younger.
I went the wrong way.
Yeah, but you see, technology-wise, I'm like 900 years older than you.
This is true. This is very true.
Yeah, they had like CDs and things.
You ever operated a record?
Hell no. Like, that blows my mind. I look at records sometimes like, how does that make noise? You put the little pin on it and then it spins around. Like, the semantics of that make my head hurt.
You put the pen on it. It's called a needle.
Pin, needle, same shit.
And the needle picks up the grooves in the record and it makes a noise. It's nice.
Sweet.
Good God Almighty.
By the way, I have never gotten so much hate in my entire life as I got yesterday for the fact that I hate black beans and avocados.
I mean, it's not unwarranted. It's
Not gonna lie, lunch yesterday, I ordered a burrito bowl and I put a note in it that said, if you put avocado or black beans in this, I'm gonna come burn the place down. They didn't.
and it was less of a meal because of it.
It was less of a meal because I didn't put cheese and sour cream in it. Vegan, not gonna work for me. Our producer has gone vegan. He is the world's largest vegan. Mm-hmm. We're actually gonna sell him to a circus. He's gonna be a sideshow.
Would you believe this man is vegan?
He'll be in between the bearded lady and that guy that swallows flaming swords. Bold, the world's largest vegan.
And the wolf boy right around the corner.
He's not here. I'd point him out if he was, but just imagine Tank only slightly. You know how when you extend a picture and it starts to look a little distorted? Corey looks like a distorted version of Tank. In Crocs. And shorts.
We love Corey to death.
Yeah, absolutely.
And please, dear God, don't take this personally.
Frankly, if you take anything personally that I say, I don't know how to help you.
It's not personal. It's just business.
I got jokes and pissed. That's all. It's the only two emotions I have. It's been an aggressively bad 24 hours. So.
We are live from the Wicked Weed studio. As always, wickedweedbrewing.com. Drink different. AFC Championship game. Let's start there.
Okay.
This is the matchup of Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. two of the hottest young quarterbacks in the league. One of them has already proven his worth. The other one is trying to put a notch into that category. And I mean, I think I'm not saying Josh Allen has to win this game to prove anything, really. But to officially join the club.
He's officially joined the club. There's no doubt about it. He has officially joined the club. The Elite Quarterback Club has 5 members in it. Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Russell Wilson, Deshaun Watson, Tom Brady. Mm-hmm. And I'm done. That's it. There aren't any more. He's there. It doesn't matter what happens. Here's my spicy hot take. There's not a big difference between Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. I don't think Patrick Mahomes is that much better than Josh Allen.
Really?
No, I don't. I think Josh Allen, right now, if you told me I had to start a team with any quarterback in the NFL, Josh Allen's my 2. Mahomes 1, and I would think about it really hard.
I think I'm in. I'm right there with you. But as far as, what I was getting at was the young guns right now, the young gun quarterbacks, they have hardware that he doesn't have. Mm-hmm. Lamar's got an MVP. Patrick's got an MVP.
You're putting Lamar Jackson in this conversation. That's adorable.
He has to be.
No, he doesn't.
Why
Can
not?
he win a Super Bowl? Yes or no? The answer's no.
Okay.
It's no. He cannot.
Okay.
He's won one playoff.
Him in the group of elite young quarterbacks.
Hell no. See, there's not elite young quarterbacks to me. There's elite quarterbacks. You're elite or you're not. I don't give a damn how old you are. Mm-hmm. Tom Brady's as old as time, and he's still elite. I don't care how old you are. And no, I don't put Lamar Jackson in that category. To be honest with you, I barely put Russell Wilson in that category.
Barely?
Barely. It was damn close.
Jesus.
I thought about it before I said it. Put it that way.
Why? Because I would not. He would be.
All right.
He would be the dad of that class.
You have to win a game right now. How many quarterbacks do you go through before you get to Russell Wilson? See, I'm not like I don't have this sweet little bell curve that you do where 8 people get A's.
Yeah.
The people that get A's are the ones that earned an A. I'll just give them for the sake of giving them. And I mean,
how many do you? I'm honestly curious now. How many do you go through
before I get to Russell?
Yeah,
5. Aaron Rodgers, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, missing one, Tom Brady.
You're crazy.
You do realize Deshaun Watson hasn't had a second receiver in his life, right? The Deshaun Watson thing, I've been thinking about this because I've been inundated with messages from Dolphins fans and Jets fans. Deshaun Watson might be the best quarterback in the NFL. We don't know. Him and DeAndre Hopkins together was phenomenal.
If you gave him weapons, that's your argument.
He's been a top 5 quarterback with Brandon Cooks and Will Fuller, who breaks every time the wind blows.
If Deshaun Watson had DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett,
which is when Russell Wilson hit really elite as a quarterback. He was always a really good signal caller. They just ran a lot. They had Marshawn Lynch. Mm-hmm. It was a lot. I looked at him a lot like I look at Lamar Jackson, only was a much better passer. Now I look at him as a complete quarterback. Kind of ironic that happened when you wound up with 2 top 15 receivers. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to denigrate Russell Wilson. I'm just saying that this narrative that Josh Allen has to win this game to be considered elite. If you don't consider him elite at this point, I don't know how to help you.
Well, I mean, he has obviously had a great year. Mm-hmm. He has improved in ways that I didn't think he could. Because all the talk about him coming into the year was all about his accuracy. And is he?
He's still. By the way, he's still not the most accurate.
He's
quarterback
not the most accurate quarterback, but it does help that they add Stephon Diggs, and now his accuracy numbers go up.
Yeah, it's weird how every great quarterback somehow had great receivers. Dan Marino, probably the greatest talent that's ever lived,
right,
at the quarterback position. Funny how his best season was with Mark Duper and Mark Clayton. Mm-hmm. Then when it became the Irving Fryer, O.J. McDuffie show, all of a sudden they didn't win playoff games anymore.
And O.J. McDuffie Satan. Nice.
Yeah. By the way, since you're, I know you're. I'll say that for when we go to the NFC.
What?
I got a fun stat that I never heard this before. It's my favorite. It's my new favorite stat ever.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't see. I would take Russell Wilson before Deshaun Watson.
And I'm not
But
saying
that's
that
aside.
and I'm not definitively saying that I wouldn't.
Okay.
You know, Deshaun Watson's won two playoff games his entire life.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I get it. I'm just saying it's closer than people think.
Right. So, obviously, we're going to be watching the quarterbacks.
Oh yeah.
But I'm also watching the pieces around them and how this game is going to pan out. Like, will the Chiefs be able to run the ball like they were in Week 6 when these two teams got together and they ran for 250 yards or whatever it was?
The answer is no. It won't even be close to that. Well, and I don't care if Edwards-Helaire plays or not.
Mm-hmm.
This Buffalo defense has gotten really, really good. I mean, I understand Baltimore had some rushing yards. They weren't overly efficient.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I look at Edwards-Helaire, who I have denigrated all year because he can't run between the tackles. He's I mean, let's be really honest about Clyde Edwards-Helaire. We're a year in now. A lot of you heard my analysis on him through the draft season. Hey, you starting to understand what I was trying to say? Mm-hmm. He's James White, a little shorter. You remember that distorted thing I said? He's distorted James White. A little shorter, a little wider.
Right.
Does the same shit.
Yeah.
So, to me, this is going to be there's two ways this game can go. If it's a defensive game, Buffalo wins. If this is not 30-27, Buffalo wins. Mm-hmm. If it is, Kansas City wins. Because I don't think Josh Allen can outduel Pat Mahomes. You have Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Sammy Watkins is not going to play in this game, but next man up. They have 5 receivers that are damn near the exact same guy.
Yeah, would he make that much of a difference if he was?
Byron Pringle. He doesn't have the same name. He's pretty much the same receiver.
Uh-huh.
DeMarcus Robinson.
Mecole.
Don't go Mecole Hardman.
Okay.
Mecole Hardman has that I can't catch shit disease. I'm fast as hell, but you could hit me in the helmet and I'm going to find a way to drop it.
If I can catch this, you can't catch me. That's Mecole Hardman's game.
Yeah, he has $100 wheel. He has $100 wheels and 10-cent hands. Uh-huh. That's about the nicest way I can say it.
Yeah. I love the Kansas City Chiefs. I love the Buffalo Bills. I love both of these teams, and I'm not. This is one of those games like I'm going into, and I don't really have a rooting interest. I just don't.
You don't have a rooting interest?
I don't have a rooting interest.
Oh God, I do.
Like, I mean, the sentimental side of me goes, I would kind of like to see the Buffalo Bills finally get to a Super Bowl and win one. But I also really want to see Kansas City try to reel off 5 Super Bowls in a row.
Yeah, I've dealt with one dynasty. I'm really not ready to sign up for another one. So I've already dealt with hating one quarterback, and Pat Mahomes is slowly inching his way into that category.
I love Andy Reid so much, and I have so much faith in Sean McDermott from his time in Carolina to taking over the Buffalo Bills and now having them on the doorstep of a Super Bowl. I can't pick a winner there. I can't pick a winner between these quarterbacks. I mean, obviously I'm going to when it comes time to make our picks, but just emotionally speaking,
and we'll be making our picks at noon today in this same very vicinity.
And I really don't care if this turns into a 22-24 back and forth battle, or if it turns out to be 47-45 at the end of it. I think it stays close no matter how the game goes.
I think this is going. Here's the thing. Very rarely do I look at the 4 teams left when we get to this point and go, this is the best 4 teams.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at.
Mm-hmm.
There is not a team in the NFL that can go, we got a bad draw. No, you got beat. There's a difference.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this will add so much to the stories of everybody involved. I mean, Josh Allen goes from a guy who everybody doubted year before last and last year of whether or not he can be a franchise quarterback, whether or not he could be an actual winning quarterback in this league.
He's a winner. And he's real good.
Exactly. And he turned the corner in a major way this year, adding one of the greatest weapons in the NFL in Stephon Diggs. And now he's the thing.
Oh, he's certainly the thing.
Right. And so that's a great story. And then you have Patrick Mahomes. How big will the legend of Pat Mahomes grow after he suffers a concussion and doesn't practice for half the week or whatever, it builds to the story, to the greatness, and then everybody can scream once again, "Oh, he's a Hall of Famer" 3 years into his career.
He's a Hall of Famer 3 years into his career. Yeah. If Pat Mahomes pulled a Tony Baselli and just decided, I'm going to retire at 31, you're still in first ballot, no doubt. If he did it next week, you're still in.
No way. Really? Really?
He's been a starter 3 years. Super Bowl, MVP, at worst, conference championship.
Yeah.
Yes. He's elite. Elite of the elite.
Well, of course. But I think that would be a fun debate to have.
100%.
Thankfully,
we don't have to do that. Yeah, we get to have the Frank Gore debate. That'll be fun. God, I can't wait to do that for 5 damn years.
All right. It's going to be hard to defend Phillip Rivers and Frank Gore.
Yeah, 100%. Here's the thing. There's two sides on the Frank Gore debate. He shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame and the wrong side. That's it. That's how I need to hit that damn bell. That was perfect.
Exactly.
I don't know what I just did
You've been practicing.
No, I've just been hitting it a lot.
This is why you failed your audition at the Powerhouse. You got to learn to pull your punches.
Oh yeah, that's a fun story we'll tell one day.
The time Jeremy tried out for WWE.
That's my dog.
Oh, it's a good story.
Yeah,
it's a good story. Didn't go my way. Let's put it that way. There's a reason I'm here and not on not on primetime television.
Yeah. Pat Mahomes, the story of the draft. Tell the story of how Pat Mahomes got to the Kansas City Chiefs, because all of the connections here between the Chiefs and the Buffalo Bills is crazy.
Hilarious. All right, so the pick that was originally, or the team that originally owned the pick that became Pat Mahomes, guess who it was? Mm-hmm. The Buffalo Bills. So they trade that pick to Kansas City. They wind up with 2 picks. One of them becomes Tre'Davious White. They actually wound up with 3 picks, but that gets into myopic shit that's still fun, but doesn't really have anything to do with this.
Right.
The other pick eventually became Josh Allen. So they got a pick in the following year's draft. They traded up twice, and that wound up being Josh Allen. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I've ever seen a conference title game where these two guys loosely got traded for each other. Both of these teams had the option of having the other quarterback.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I went down that rabbit hole for about 45 minutes the other day. Just went, I am so much more excited for this game now.
Right. And the picks that were involved in that trade, so the Chiefs ended up with Pat Mahomes. And then the Buffalo Bills got Tre'Davious White, as you said, then Zay Jones, Deion Dawkins, Tremaine Edmonds, and Ciaran Neal.
Yeah, that's several guys that are going to start. The Buffalo Bills can loosely thank the Kansas City Chiefs for being here.
And vice versa.
And vice versa, yes.
There you go.
Which is incredibly exciting.
Again,
I'm a big draft nerd, and I went, how did I not remember that? When picks get traded the 3rd time, I start forgetting where they originally came from.
Right.
But here we are. I have literally 12 o'clock today, we will be picking these games. Mm-hmm. Same bat channel, different bat time. And I have a spicy on this one.
That's spicy.
I have it a spicy.
Okay. All right. I look forward to finding out what that is, because, again, he doesn't talk to me about anything before we do it.
No, because you have the worst poker face in the world.
Okay.
Because, see, at this point, you would be divulging what that spicy is. That's what I'll tell you.
Mm-hmm. I'm the one with the big mouth.
Didn't say you had a big mouth, just said you don't keep secrets well. I keep secrets great because I don't care. You could tell me you killed a person, and I would forget it before I got out of the room.
Really?
Spicy.
All right, the Kansas City Chiefs, Buffalo Bills. It's great. It's got everything you want.
You could not ask for a better conference championship game than this. Mm-hmm. The former MVP, the soon-to-be new MVP, and we battled for a trip to the Super Bowl. And you have the Bills that haven't been here in like 9,000 years. Mm-hmm. The last time they were here, I was 6.
NFL just announced that they're allowing 22,000 fans at the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they're all like nurses and first responders, predominantly from Tampa.
7,500 vaccinated healthcare workers invited. Nice.
Yeah. As long as they don't ask Lady Gaga to sing at it, I'll watch it.
Oh.
I have a new rule. If Lady Gaga sings, I'm out. I don't give a fuck what it is.
Really?
Yeah. If she sings at my funeral, I'll get up out of the box and walk away.
Was her Super Bowl performance that bad?
I just hate her now.
Oh,
Like,
gotcha. I wonder why.
I just hate her.
I wonder why. Hopefully the weekend will do you good.
Yeah, I greatly prefer them. You know what they want? You know what I guarantee you they won't do? Wear a Mockingjay smock.
Oh, God. Can't we just put it aside?
No, I can't.
Gosh.
Nope, can't do it.
Okay. The defenses this week in the AFC Championship game. Who do you have the biggest concern for? Is it the
Kansas
Chiefs
City.
or the Bills?
I'm really concerned at how in the hell the Chiefs are going to stop Stephon Diggs, especially with John Brown and Cole Beasley on the other side.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is a recipe for disaster. Tyrann Mathieu can only defend so many people at one time.
Right.
And outside of him, it gets very Brashad Breelandy very quick.
Hey, you stop talking bad about Daniel Sorensen.
Uh-huh.
What? You don't like him?
He's fine.
Oh,
not somebody that I'm trying to throw away from.
No, but he's just a guy that's there and makes great play after great play.
I love how the comments have devolved now into figuring out what former pro wrestlers we look like.
Oh, nice.
So far, my favorite for me is Hacksaw Jim Duggan. So far, my favorite for Tank is Typhoon.
You son of a bitch.
I didn't say it. I just repeated it.
I said that to whoever said that. Oh, let me guess. It was Patrick Holt.
And let me, you know what I have to say to whoever said that?
Typhoon. I don't even have black hair. I don't even have hair.
Kind of the point. Neither did he.
Typhoon?
He was bald as shit up top.
No,
He had
Earthquake. Earthquake was the bald one.
Oh, you keep talking.
John-
I think you're full of shit.
John Tenta? Oh,
I mean, I don't know why I'm debating with you.
right, like.
You know pro wrestling at a level
Worst
that
entrance of all
think
time,
I
WCW.
I don't even
there on that.
I don't even vaguely know this to the level that you do.
The Natural Disasters, man. They were a hell of a tag team. George the Animal Steel. I don't have near enough hair for that.
We're doing a thing. You talk amongst yourselves. I'm doing a thing.
Oh God.
You're not gonna like this.
Nice.
Spicy.
Nice. Oh jeez. I will take Vader as an acceptable answer.
Yeah,
I'll
I
take
can see
Vader. I will do Vader.
Didn't you talk to Vader at one point?
I did. We did an interview with Vader a couple of years ago on the ESP, or was it on?
No, that was on 5-7.
That was on 5-7.
That was when we were still on the. At one point, they put me on a political talk station.
Yeah.
We were on
Ratings were through the roof.
Right, we were on Saturdays on News Radio 570 WWNC, and I had Vader on the show because there was some show coming to Eastern Tennessee or something that he was going to be involved with, and it didn't go well. It didn't go well at all. Like, I want to give the guy the benefit of the doubt and say, he was just groggy when we woke him up or something, but I mean, this was a show that was at 3:00 in the afternoon. And did you ever see the documentary Beyond the Mat? Jake the Snake Roberts in the hotel room? That's what Vader sounded like.
Hot.
And it was literally the hardest interview I've ever done before. Like, all right, so you're bringing the you're bringing the show to town. Tell us what's going on. It was fine. This is good. We're gonna be great. We can't wait to get in front of all the fans. Holy shit! That was the worst interview I've ever done. But anywho, it was like this. It was one of the biggest letdowns,
right?
Because like Vader was my guy, because I grew up the fat kid, obviously, and Vader was the fat wrestler, and so he was my dude. I had a flat top like Vader, and.
You had a flat top?
Yeah, when I was a kid.
Good to know.
Why?
because somewhere there is a picture of that, and I'm going to need it.
Every picture from my childhood, from 3rd grade until high school, was a flat top.
Sweet.
I've never had it. That's why my mom tells me I'm bald now.
Yeah.
It's because I always insisted on shaving my head all the time, and I didn't appreciate my hair when I had it. And now I've been cursed.
You just have that very thin hair.
I do.
It's wispy.
I do. It's awful. Which is why George the Animal Steel would not be a great comparison for me, because I don't have that much hair. He has more hair on his back than I have on my entire body.
What? King Kong Bundy. New favorite.
Oh.
New favorite. New leader in the clubhouse. Thank you, Robbie Wright.
Y'all are so mean.
Oh, yeah. You want me to give you something to tune in for at 12 o'clock? I am taking all of these faces and I'm going to superimpose them on these.
Yes, Adam Black. You're Bruiser Brody.
I'm okay with that.
He's a madman.
Didn't he kill a guy?
No, he got killed.
Oh, yeah. That's right. Oh.
He was murdered.
Is it weird that I was more okay with him killing a guy than him being killed?
Yes. Yes. It is
And there is a look into my personality.
weird. You're more on Jimmy Snuka's side than you are on Bruiser Brody's.
All right, let's talk about your game.
Okay.
Wrestling comparisons are fun and all, but
NFC Championship.
there's only so many
game.
fat wrestlers you can compare the two of us to. He's getting all the fat ones. I'm getting all the ones with weird beards.
Pretty much. Hey, so we're like the tag team Public Enemy. Because I know you did, you douche. At one point, you had that little string beard that went around.
The whiskey?
You did, didn't
I
you?
never had the pencil thin, no, but I did used to cut it off under my chin. So I never had the
Nice.
real thin one, though.
Nice.
Never could pull that. Never could pull that off.
All right, up at Lambeau Field, we're going to have the NFC Championship game. Tampa Bay Buccaneers against the Green Bay Packers. Tom Brady, Aaron Rodgers. You got a great, potentially great running game, but going up against the Bucs defense, that probably is not going to be their strong suit. Good thing is they've got Aaron Rodgers, and they will be able to abuse the Tampa Bay secondary,
Yes.
and that's bad for us.
That's bad news.
But we did beat them earlier in the season, so there's always a chance. and I think the key to the game is probably going to be trying to keep the ball out of the hands of Aaron Rodgers and that offense.
Oh yeah, I mean, because if they control the ball in this game, Tampa Bay has no shot.
Right.
What Tampa Bay has to do is be able to impose their will in the running game like they did the first time.
Yep.
And I don't look for that to happen.
I do.
This
This run defense has not gotten better for the Packers.
I'm going to say it has. I'm going to say it has.
Okay.
Because Cam Akers is pretty good. They kept him under wraps. You want me to tell you the way to keep the running game from being a problem? Take a lead. Get out in front.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay gets out. I'm telling you right now, if Green Bay has a 10-point lead in this game, at any point they win.
I could buy that.
Because you take away their ability to do exactly what it is that they want to do.
Yep. I can buy that a lot.
Do you know? Now, would you like to hear my fun stat about Tom Brady?
Ooh.
Sure.
The most wins in playoff history against the NFC is 12.
Okay.
Brady has 8. He's only been in the NFC for a year. He's 5th all time in playoff wins against the NFC, and he's been in this conference for a year.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's just a bizarre stat I saw earlier.
Well, I mean, hell, he's got 6 rings. So
So he beat him 6 times.
Exactly.
Got 2 this year.
He's got 2 this year. He's on his way
There's
to
only like 4
climbing that
actual
ladder.
teams that have more playoff wins than Tom Brady.
Tom Brady has also. Do you know how many teams he's beaten in the playoffs? This
no.
is a bizarre stat, too.
No, how many teams?
17.
Jesus.
He's beaten over half the league in the playoffs.
Wow.
He only played in one conference for 20 years.
Right? I always make the AFC Championship game. Only when I'm making the NFC Championship.
Yes.
Look, I've got a lot of faith in my guys, but I'm not going into this by any means thinking that, we definitely are the underdog.
Oh, 100%.
And I think there's the possibility that we can, if we can our defense can still play with their hair on fire, get interceptions and turnovers, it's going to be gravy problem is you're going up against Aaron Rodgers, and he doesn't do those things normally.
Running cover 2 predominantly. That's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
Too high safety against Aaron Rodgers. It doesn't go well.
Mm-hmm.
I can't give you the exact stats because I don't remember them off the top of my head, and my computer's running at the speed of smell. But yeah, too high safety against Aaron Rodgers doesn't tend to end well.
Right.
I don't know. I look at this game as it's going to be really competitive, and I can't give they've got Tom Brady with 2 minutes to go. Well, the other team has Aaron Rodgers theoretically with 2 minutes to go as well.
Yep.
So I think this is going to be a slugfest. It's going to be fantastic. Robbie Wright, yes, Joe Montana is one of the quarterbacks that has more NFC playoff wins than Tom Brady.
Mm-hmm.
It's Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers, Joe Montana. I don't remember the other two.
All guys who played in the NFC.
Yeah, all guys that played almost all of their career in the NFC.
Right, that's what makes this a little better. I think, and I'm kind of torn on whether or not we should focus on running the ball.
100% you should.
Yeah.
If you try to get into a shootout with Aaron Rodgers, you're in trouble.
Well, I mean, obviously it's going to be a big piece of the game, but I don't see us turning into, smash mouth 3-run punt team.
No, and I don't think it's going to happen either. I'll tell you the stat of this game to me. If you told me how many times the Bucs run the ball and how many yards they had, I don't need to know touchdowns. Tell me the number of times they ran the ball and the number of yards they have. I can tell you who wins this game. And I'd probably get within 3 points on each side of the score.
Yeah.
If it's 12 carries for 25 yards, you're in trouble.
Oh, absolutely.
If it's 27 carries for 140 yards, then you've got a pretty good shot.
Yeah.
Because there's something, here's the difference to me. And this is an X factor that I've only heard one person talk about. They have Jair Alexander, and you don't. Mm-hmm. And that is a huge piece of this. Mm-hmm. There are not many corners in the NFL that are better than Jair Alexander.
Agreed.
Who they're either going to put on, I would wager it would be on Mike Evans. Now then, from there, it gets a little more problematic.
Yeah. If Tom makes some of the mistakes that he's been making this year, it could it's going to hamper our chances to win.
Oh, I mean, let's be really honest.
Because Tom's been throwing some awful passes. About every game he has maybe 2 or 3 plays where you go, oh shit, that could have gone badly.
I mean, he got away with 2 of them in New Orleans that would have been walk-in pick sixes.
Yes.
If you do that against Jair Alexander, you're not going to go, oh, that could have been bad. You're going to go, oh, that was bad.
Right.
That was not good at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the thing, is the one thing that we can take advantage of is that run defense. And to be able to pound the ball. But they also have the uncanny ability to just make big plays because Tom Brady is their quarterback. Mm-hmm. I'm so sick and tired of seeing people, oh my God, wouldn't this team be so much better without Tom Brady? No, it would not. And y'all need to stop sharing your opinions on Facebook because it makes you look like idiots.
Yeah, I think that what you just said no less than 47 times a day.
Yeah.
You should not have said that out loud.
Right.
I hate social media. What really pisses me off is that it sucks me in.
Uh-huh.
My wife got me with this last night. Whose fault is it? Them for saying it or you for letting it piss you off after reading all 50 comments? Mm-hmm. Well, I want to be angry. Yeah. Let me be angry. Yeah. Yes.
You got to be... Sometimes you have to let things go, but sometimes you just can't let things go. And when people say stupid things like, Tom Brady has no signature moments in the playoffs, you got to go, where's my tack hammer? I need to...
Don't do that.
Statement.
But, this Bucs offense is different, too, than the last time they played.
You're about to go Antonio Brown.
I'm going with the whole... It's not that the whole scheme changed. It's just that they added more things that Tom Brady does. They added more play action. They added more motion before the snap. Those things have helped this offense down the stretch. It's why they've been able to put up so many great numbers. It's not just one thing. I think that, throwing up different looks later in the season made this team better. And yeah, you did add Antonio Brown, and that's one of the best wide receiver quarterback relationships in the league over the last 6 weeks. So I think it does matter.
I just have this funny feeling that you're not wanting to say that you think you win this game, and you really do. Like in the back of your brain, you're going, we're going to win this game. We're going to go to the Super Bowl. We're going to win a Super Bowl with Tom Brady.
There's a chance.
Well, I mean, there's a chance I grow wings and fly around this room. You think
Much
there's
greater
a
chance than that.
You think there's a really, really good chance?
Yeah, 45% chance.
Oh, I think you think that number's way higher. I think if somebody shot you in the ass with truth serum and you had to tell the truth, you would say that number's 85%.
No, hell no. Hell no. I still clearly believe that the Packers are the better team.
Put my money on it.
I honestly believe that the Packers definitely are the better team.
As do I.
But we're good. We're right there with them. It's not like they're so much far and away better than we are.
I agree with that. I think it's going to be a great game.
That we can't win.
You have routinely told me, I'm just happy we've got this far. I'm good no matter what happens. And I have this funny feeling that you're going to come in Monday like,
Well, I mean, yeah. That's kind of how that goes. When your team loses, you are a little dejected. But it doesn't mean that I'm going to take it. Because here you go again. As me, take away, forget I'm wearing this. And I'll say the same thing about this game that I said about the last game. The AFC Championship. I wouldn't really have a rooting interest if I wasn't a Tampa Bay fan. I love Tom Brady. I love Aaron Rodgers. I love both of these teams. And I think it's super close.
I think it's a close game.
It's not a 28-point blowout like the game was earlier this year.
No.
I mean,
that's the one thing that would shock me.
Right. I mean, I'm not going into there's so many Tampa Bay fans. I mean, all of these groups, and I see all of them talking about, why are we worried this weekend? We beat the hell out of them early in the season. Yeah, it was early in the season.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
And do you expect Aaron Rodgers to just, when Tom Brady loses, you immediately go, oh, well, he's not going to lose next time. What do you think he's going to do the same team?
I once hit a three-pointer in Steph Curry's eyeball. Just money. Bet I couldn't do it again.
Nope.
You know why? Because that was a long damn time ago.
Right. That's a great analogy.
Bet I couldn't hold him.
I feel the same way about this game.
I'll bet I couldn't hold him to 34 again either.
Mm-hmm. We know there's a path. We know there's a path to beat them because we've done it before. The problem is, do you think that the defense is going to step up and be able to, 2 times in one season, limit Aaron Jones to 10 carries and 15 yards? Not going to happen. Not going to happen. I mean, this is a great defense, run defense. Don't get me wrong. But chances are you're not going to hold Aaron Jones back from, if he has more than 70 yards in this game, I would say we lose.
I don't know that I can be that simplistic. Because Aaron Jones could hit 70 yards on one run. If he gets to the outside, I can't be that minimalist.
But I'm saying we have to keep him in check to be able to win this game.
In check, yes, but to me that's more, how many times do you carry it? Is this sustained success? Aaron Jones is a home run hitter.
Mm-hmm.
I could see a path that he has 150 yards. The vast majority of it was on 3 carries.
We'll see.
And then I don't care. That's nominally important to me. I think Green Bay needs to be able to keep the ball out of Brady's hands. They need to be able to run the ball and keep some of the pressure off Devontae Adams. Because I think Tampa Bay looks at this and goes, there's one guy for them that scares me.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, we have to respect Tunyon. We have to respect Valdez-Scantling. Mm-hmm. There's one guy that can beat us, and that's Devontae Adams.
Yep.
So I'm a little concerned about the weaponry because obviously Tampa Bay has one of the best receiving rooms you'll ever see. But I still have – it's the Aaron Rodgers fuck you tour. And I'm struggling to see how anybody goes into Lambeau and beats them.
Mm-hmm. I do as well.
I've said that since the minute they wound up with the number 1 seed.
That's why I say Monday I come in here, we lose. I'm going to be bummed, obviously. I mean, my team just lost in the NFC Championship game, almost a chance to do something that no team has ever done before and host the Super Bowl while you're playing in it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to be bummed. But on the other side, I'm going to look at it and go, damn, I love Aaron Rodgers. Because I could very well, if this game is a blowout, it's going to be the Packers blowing out the Bucs. Right?
I would agree with that. Yes.
I mean, if this turns in, if you told me 38-10 could happen again, it's not going our way.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's why I say, even I don't care what the efficiency of Aaron Jones is running the ball. I think if he has anywhere close to 100 yards or more, that means we've lost this game. Because even if it is 3 runs that he's rolled off, that means he just got them into scoring position and Aaron Rodgers finished the job. If we can keep him out, then maybe that means we lucked up in the passing game and we were able to, outscore them. Because I honestly don't see keeping Aaron Rodgers in check again. Aaron Rodgers doesn't come into a game after he just threw 2 interceptions against that team before and lost by 28 points and goes, I'm going to have that again. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that again. I mean, I know you don't get to pick and choose when you have bad days, but I think the great ones really do. Because more often than not, we see them with great performances.
I just don't see a path to where Aaron Rodgers comes out here and is not just great. But I see the same thing for Tom Brady. And I do believe people are overplaying the weather factor because Brady's played in it, Gronk's played in it, AB's played in it.
Yep.
I mean, I think it's going to have an effect. I don't think they're going to come out and go,
Yeah.
It's cold!
I can't
Right.
feel my hand.
Just because the team is based in Tampa doesn't mean we don't have guys who have cold weather histories on this team. I mean, everybody down to Vita Vea, who played his college ball at Washington. I mean, these guys have played in cold.
Vita Vea is also like 417 pounds, so I don't think he's necessarily the one we're worried
He's
about.
well insulated. I get it.
There's a lot of him.
I get it. But like Chris Godwin played in Pennsylvania in college. Gets pretty cold up there late in the season.
Yeah, there's a big damn difference between Pennsylvania cold and Green Bay in January cold.
Okay. But that's not going to be ice mold cold. It's going to be
27.
It's going to be 27, 29 degrees, somewhere in that neighborhood.
By the fourth quarter, it's supposed to be down to 25.
There you go. Wind chills or what?
With 10-mile-an-hour winds, woof. Feels like 15. Oh, yeah, it's going to be colder. Shit.
Yeah.
God.
Could be worse. That's my point, though.
Good Lord, I'd rather you take me out in the parking lot and beat me with a stick with a nail in it. God, I can't wait to go to the beach.
Right.
Speaking of that, we got some wonderful entries yesterday for our Fill Jeremy's Seat contest.
Okay.
Still looking for more of those. We will make a decision sometime in the beginning of next week. So if you would like to fill my seat while I'm gone next week, submit your entry at the Sportsocracy, at Jay Green ESPN on Twitter, at Sports Tank ESPN on Twitter.
Yep. We'll have more coverage of the AFC NFC Championship games coming up later today right here in the Sportsocracy at noon. We'll give our official picks and more, random facts and prognostications for it, as well as on the afternoon show on ESPN Asheville. Tomorrow night, you got a big fight in the UFC.
The Notorious ones.
Conor McGregor getting back into the ring with old Dustin the Diamond Poirier, or is it Diamond? Did I say that right? Yeah. Screech.
I know you said
It's
Dustin
Screech
Diamond and you went,
Screech Poirier is fighting against...
I want to call him Screech Poirier from now on.
Yeah.
I don't want to call him anything else.
Conor McGregor and Screech going at it. This is for the chance to be the champion, or at least to have a shot at Nurmagomedov, because I love the fact that he has apparently already told Dana White, and depending on whether or not either of these two gentlemen interest me, I'll be coming back for another fight.
Well, Conor McGregor's also said he wants to fight 7 times in the next 18 months. That's aggressive.
It is.
Do you know how many times he's fought in the last, 50 months?
4 times.
Twice.
Twice.
It's 2 times. Lost to Khabib Nurmagomedov at the end of 2018, beat Donald Cerrone at the beginning of 2020.
Yeah.
And to listen to him talk, you think he's going to come out like a Terminator.
Oh yeah, he is supremely confident in his abilities, as always he has been. But those around him, of course, saying the things that we expect him to say. He's in the best shape of his life. He's never been training this hard.
I just want to hear one fighter come out and go, I've been eating Cheetos and playing myself in a beanbag chair for about the last 6 months. I am going to get smoked. Because I have never heard that, not one time.
No.
I go back to, I'm Peter McNeely and I'm going to knock out Mike Tyson.
Yeah.
Right.
No, the hell you're not. Mike Tyson Peter McNeely hit the mat harder than he hit Mike Tyson at any point.
He just ran.
Do you have a take on this fight, like of how you think this goes?
On the McGregor-Poirier fight, I think McGregor will win.
I think he wins convincingly.
I think he's out to prove a point.
I do too.
Because everybody's been denigrating him since the Nurmagomedov loss. And then, nobody's giving him credit for beating Donald Cerrone because Donald Cerrone's 40 years old.
And lost like 9 times in 2020.
Right. And, I think he's out to prove that he is still the most dangerous guy on the planet.
Of which he's not.
He's not, but that's who he thinks he is. He's always, put himself out there as that, and people are doubting him. And so that's why the whole, knock him out in 60 seconds thing came up, make him call the fight, or however it's going to go down, was, one of the reporters asked him, do you think you can really get him in 60 seconds? He said, I don't know, I got him in 90 seconds last time. Now, granted, that was 2014.
Yeah.
But, and Dustin Poirier is much better of a fighter now than he was then. So I don't expect it to go that way. But then he also said, the last time I was in the ring, it only lasted 40 seconds. So I kind of actually want this one to go a little bit because I got a lot of pin-up aggression inside of me. And I don't doubt that. I think he realizes that he has to stay relevant. What does Conor McGregor value more than anything in the world?
Himself.
Aside from that, is money.
Yes, that was going to be a very distant second.
Yes. And I think he knows that he has to be relevant. He has to win this fight. He has to get back to the mountaintop for all of the business to make sense again.
Yeah.
I mean, if he wants to go out and he wants to get in a boxing ring with Manny Pacquiao. Was it Pacquiao?
Yeah.
Okay. If he wants to do that and he wants to sell, millions of dollars worth of pay-per-view buys on that, he wants to become the champ again. He's got a fight coming up with Nurmagomedov that I told you when Nurmagomedov retired, I didn't think that there was any way that this fight was not going to happen. There was going to be a second Nurmagomedov fight. And it just works out too perfectly now. Because now Nurmagomedov, when he walked away, I respected his decision. And said, that's awesome, he's walking away, he's just lost his dad, that's fine. But at some point, you come around to thinking, let's do just one.
I want to shut him up again.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because he keeps running his mouth, and he's going to turn this into, I'm afraid to fight him. And if I really want to prove that I am the greatest champ of all time, this is the way to do it. I got to come back. I got to be 30-0. I got to take out Conor McGregor. I got to shut him up. I've always thought that this is how this was going to go down. And now he's just opened the door for it by having the meeting with Dana White last week.
Yeah.
So I believe that everything Conor has, every breath he has in him, he is going to make a statement in this fight.
I agree.
Or get killed doing it. And I really don't think Dustin's as great of a fighter. That's just me.
I think this will be a better fight than some people. I agree with a lot of the comments though. This not going to be. They're going to be here for a good time, not for a long time. Mm-hmm. This is going to be like the old George Strait zone. If this lasts 5 minutes, we should all count our blessings and be grateful that we paid our $70 and didn't illegally stream it, like Adam Black said. Because none of us would ever illegally stream this fight.
Never.
We would never do that. That's not something that we are encouraging people to do. I'm not encouraging you to do it. I'm just saying it's an option.
Uh-huh.
If you do it, that's on you. You do what you do. We work for ESPN, so, but I don't have to.
True. Everything you say is true. And I'm going to be locked in because I always am when Conor's involved because it's always a great show. No matter how the fight goes, it's always going to be a great show.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Nurmagomedov thing was excellent. Didn't like the way it ended. Didn't end too well for Conor.
No.
But it was a hell of a show. It was the best fight that I saw that year. I feel like when Conor McGregor's in the ring, the UFC is a different sport.
I agree with you to a point. I mean, he's really bad.
He's a showman, I guess is the point. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to see him come out and say, and you know, like 1990s WCW style leather strap match. Let's tie one arm behind our backs and we'll just fight with our left hands. Like, like it would raise that, you know, that would raise the interest, raise the stakes. He would do that if he thought it would make him money.
Correct.
That's what he's in it for.
Yeah, Conor's all about some money.
Yeah.
He likes the money. I think it's going to be a fantastic fight. We will be watching it together. We will probably have some live reactions after some live beverages.
Yep.
Wicked Weed, drink different. That's called a plug.
Are we going to be here?
I usually don't do that. Are we going to be? Are you kidding me?
We're not going to be here, are we?
My house is like a light year away from here.
Oh, I know.
My Uber from here would be $96.
Great point. Great point. You were talking about doing the Super Bowl here, so that's why I was curious.
I mean, we could do that in theory.
I don't want to.
It's a little cold in here.
I don't want to. Because you also got to think the fight's not going to be over till midnight.
No, this starts way earlier than you think it does.
I thought it was 10 o'clock.
Is it 10 o'clock?
10 o'clock, main card start.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's not like the fights on...
Well, the fact that
over
they had
the
the weigh-in
weekend
at 4 friggin' o'clock this morning, that kind of threw me off.
Yeah.
Will you guys be able to make it?
I was pissed off. I was pissed off because I wanted to watch that Max Holloway fight this past weekend, and I didn't know the time.
I watched it in a bar. It was wonderful.
Yeah.
I like freedom.
Put it on 3 to 6 in the afternoon though, during up against college basketball and the NFL. It didn't work for me. So I completely missed out on it. So I'm glad that this fight is going to be in prime time at a time where I can, not be around my children. To fight. It just takes away from the enjoyment of dudes beating each other to death.
Right.
When, your children try to do the same thing when they see it on television.
Make them the undercard.
I do have the equipment for that.
The twins going at it.
I
did
said
get
something
some-
really awful. I'm glad I didn't.
We did get some sparring gear from Corey for Christmas, so we could probably make that happen. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should live stream an undercard event.
I'm gonna
with
let
my
you.
children.
I'm gonna let you do that. I think I have to wash my hair that day.
You're not interested?
No, I'm not interested in the backlash that would come from this here social media box.
Oh,
I don't think that would be good.
Yeah, you think I'd get in trouble for that?
100%.
The social justice warriors would be out. Look at this. It's like cockfighting for children. No.
I love the comments on this show so much.
God, what's
Just so good. And there's
going on?
like 5 of you that are just gold.
On point every time.
I am working diligently to have some stand-up sets this year because I kind of miss being funny. And there are some of you that I think could just open for me and it would be fire. And they know who they are too. The ones I'm talking about, they're going, he's talking about me right now.
Yeah.
I'm one of those.
Yeah. Local celebrity death match.
Yeah.
All the way in.
No.
We'll bring in Eddie Fox. I'll give him a stick with a nail in it.
I'll do the ring side. I can't be involved in any of that. It doesn't end well for me. I'll be honest with you. I'm a lover, not a fighter.
You should move past this before I say something that gets me yelled at again.
It's going to be a good card, though.
All right, so now I have to explain the hashtag no more slogans.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Obviously, if you've watched this show for more than 15 minutes, you know that these stupid slogans that coaches give drive me insane. As evidenced by a shirt that I had to break out of the back of the closet because it has been hidden from sight for a long time.
Lethal simplicity.
God, I'm wearing this. Even seeing it on camera just makes me want to go.
Was this a
kick
score
it.
fast, score often?
Yeah, we scored slowly. We scored rarely, and then we went home losers. So I have a bit of a problem with these slogans that coaches give their teams. Like, Bryson DeChambeau's dad over here who, no risk it, no biscuit. That is stupid as hell. Did you happen to see what Rob Salah did at his introductory press conference yesterday?
Oh no.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
It's
no.
great.
Now the Jets have a slogan. The one thing that could have just put tears in my eyes yesterday was we now have a slogan.
Pedal to the metal.
No, it's not quite that, but you're in the ballpark.
Live free or die hard.
That was a Bruce Willis.
First strike hard, no mercy, sir.
Yeah.
All gas, no brakes.
Oh. Boy.
Yeah. Yes. I read that and immediately went.
I like Detroit's better. Bite their kneecaps.
Dan Campbell went full on crazy person, and I'm a big fan of it.
I am too. I am too. I heard national radio host last night trashing him for that, saying that it was an embarrassing, unprofessional moment.
Yeah, Bart Scott said it was.
It's Detroit. Stop.
Yeah. Do you know what the former coach Pat Matricia? You know what his slogan was? I'm too drunk to taste this damn chicken.
So glad you went there.
Yeah, I mean, for the love of God, really, is there any Lions fan that watched Dan Campbell yesterday and went, "Well, that's not good"? Every Lions fan went, "Yes, our coach will kick your coach's ass."
Yep.
And you're probably right, because I'm pretty sure your coach is a crazy person. And I'm here for it.
Uh-huh.
It makes the Lions entertaining, if for nothing else.
I agree with you.
If we had an NFL head coach whip-ass contest, I would take the Lions and the Jets, and you can have the rest of the field.
I think I'm out. I think we'll just concede the match to you.
As well, you should. I thought you were about to say you had another entrant in this.
No, I don't. I'm trying to run through the options in my head, and none of them are good.
I mean, Brian Flores is he would be up there as well.
Unfettered Dan Campbell would rip Urban Meyer in half.
Yes. Urban Meyer would have a headache and not even step into the ring.
Dan Campbell would probably actually eat Andy Reid because he thinks he tastes like the cheeseburgers. So yeah, there's not really a head coach death match there. No mystery to that
I
fight.
can see Ron Rivera being a pretty bad.
I just hope Dan Campbell is half as good of a coach as he is an interview.
Right.
Because frankly, I'm going to need more of that, and I'm going to need it quite often.
No,
Did you hear his comment about how he got this job? So one of the local reporters in Detroit was basically taking a straight up shot at Mike Vrabel. There's one I did not think about. You have a very good point.
That's a good one.
One of the reporters in Detroit was taking a straight up shot at him of, how do you think you got this job? Without missing a beat, he said, I told my agent to tell him I'm Matt Campbell. Seems to be working out quite nicely for me so far. Not only could you whip my ass, you're pretty funny too.
Yeah.
That is really funny, actually.
The Dan abides. This is your future now, Detroit Lions. And no, you don't deserve a more professional coach.
Yeah.
I've never looked at Detroit and went, you know what? They need more professionalism.
This is where Malice at the Palace happened. Just remember that.
Exactly.
You once had a fan that was such an obnoxious prick that one of the players went into the crowd to beat the bejesus out of him. That's a thing that happened in your town.
Right. The bad boy Pistons years. That's what they go back to that. This is the coach you deserve.
I think this is the coach you want. I'm not going to say it's the coach you deserve. I think this is the coach you want. Lions fans, I feel very sure, watched that and went, yes, good.
We'll be with you this afternoon on ESPN Asheville, 3 to 5, the Sports Tank with Jeremy Green. Be sure to find us on the iHeartRadio app. You can like, share, and follow there as well as get all of the past podcasts as well, live or on demand. ESPN Asheville. Yeah,
we do this for 2 more hours a day, and we're paid to do it.
Exactly. That's the best part of it all. We'll have more coverage of the AFC NFC Championship games, tomorrow night's big UFC card, as well as the other news that we didn't get to here today. Apparently, that whole Bill O'Brien to Tennessee thing, that's not going to happen now.
Yeah, and I have information as to why. I'll give that to you on the ESPN show this afternoon.
Follow, like, and share the Sportsocracy on all of the social medias. We're glad you joined us here in the Wicked Weed studio. WickedWeedBrewing.com. Drink different. Tune in this afternoon at noon. We will have our picks for the AFC NFC Championship game. And, of course, at 3 on ESPN Asheville. I'm Tank Spencer. He's Jeremy Green.
Yeah.
We'll see you this afternoon.